Ice Cube is here with us. I'm Barbara Nevins, and I'm talking via satellite from to our Atlanta bureau, where Ice Cube is sitting mic'd up. Ice Cube.
Yes.
Sue from Illinois asked why people are picking on you. Why do they pick on black artists when, say, the heavy metal artists advocated all sorts of weird things anyway? Why do you think people are picking on you?
Well, you know, a lot of people don't take the time to follow Ice Cube's career and understand what Ice Cube's about. You know, I'm a young black man with very strong views, and I'm not the only one that hold these views about the system. I'm made in America, and what happens is they like to call me racist, but in fact, I'm the victim of racism. I'm just reacting to the system's racism, and how could you justify by calling me a racist when I'm just a victim?
You know, it's interesting, if you listen to your lyrics, some of them advocate staying apart from white people. You have one song where you talk about castrating white men who sleep with black women. What's that all about?
No, I'm talking about it's a metaphor for raping our people, not only physically, but of our mind, our identity, our religion, our culture, our freedom. That's what it is. And when I say that 400 years ago, Uncle Sam went over and raped the motherland, Africa, of their people, that's what I call rape.
You know, I have trouble because I see the anger out there. I feel the anger directed at me as a white person.
You
Very
see,
specifically.
Excuse me, you see the anger, but you don't understand the anger. That's the problem.
Okay.
People don't take time. People think that, you know, the 60s, that we got all the rights that we need and everything is all right. No, you can't give me a wound and just throw a Band-Aid over it. You got to heal the wound, and then we're able to stand as brothers. But by you just giving me a Band-Aid for a gunshot wound is not going to do it.
And that's metaphorical, because what you were really saying as just you giving me my alleged rights, suddenly I can't recover. Is that what you're saying?
We lost 400 years of teaching, of schooling, of any kind of knowledge of our culture. And we're right now in the process of getting that back through rap music.
Okay, Cube, let's just go forward with that. Let's just take it to the next step possible. Let's say I understand. Let's say I really do stop to understand. Let's say I stop to understand and millions of other Americans stop to understand. What do we do next? Is there a future for us together without the anger, and how do we do that? Whites, blacks, Asians, Native Americans?
Of course, but it's most definitely on the system.
Well, forget the system for a minute, because that's like something that I can't deal with. I can deal with you as a person. I don't know what the system means.
Well, I have to deal with the system, and in most parts, the people I deal with are in the system. I'm not talking about the guy next door to me who might be a great guy. You know, I'm not angry with that person. Anybody that's down with the struggle and with what Ice Cube is trying to get out and trying to make people listen and understand our hurt, our pain, our cries, I'm down with that. But just understanding ain't enough. What are you going to do? Well,
that's the point. I mean, if we just attack, say, the system, that doesn't mean anything. But if we together say we're going to do something, then we do it. Let's go to another call. Wade from North Dakota. Wade?
Hi, Barbara. Hi, Ice Cube.
How you doing?
What's your question, Wade?
I was wondering, why do his lyrics are so negative, and kids don't, you know, he's explaining everything well, but when kids hear this, they don't logically sort everything out. They take it for what you said. So it's having a negative effect on them. Why don't you write positive lyrics that suggest ways to help things instead of feeding the fire of racism and everything?
Do kids take it for face value, or do you take it for face value? The kids that I run across know who I am and know what I'm talking about and is down with the struggle. The people who don't understand or don't take time to understand, they just see it for face value.
Okay. Dave from Ohio. Dave?
Yeah, I just want to say that I really like the way Cube has changed to kick out, you know, a positive message to the young black. And another thing I want to say is that my man, let my man Cube say what he got to say. Stop cutting him off. When he says something, you keep running wild with it. Let him speak. Let him say what he want to say. Cube, more power to you, man. Cleveland loves you. Peace.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Listen, I can't help it. I just run wild with it, too, Cube. I'm sorry. We have
Don't worry
Sharon
about
from
it.
Mississippi.
Oh, right. Oh, you know, I want to know what was up with, you know, like you said, you cutting Cuba every time he got ready to speak. And, you know, it's like every time he got ready to say something, you'll cut him, you know, cut him short. And I want to know what was up with that. So you seem like you're putting the brother down.
I guess I'm
I'm
just
like,
a bad
hey,
person.
Cube, you're doing something good, man. I want to know what was up with you and the WA. I want to know if y'all getting back together now.
Thanks for calling, Sharon.
Hopefully,
We appreciate it.
hopefully, me and NWA, we can work out our differences and become brothers, because that's the ultimate goal. But they needed chastising, just like in some cases I might need chastising. We're all growing, we're all evolving, hopefully to be a brotherhood and hopefully to become a power in America economically and socially.
All right, a power economically and socially. Are you advocating a separation of African
Not at all.
Americans?
Not at all. I'm advocating unity. That's all I'm advocating is unity, for us to love ourselves and love each other, and be able to fit into this society that we were kidnapped into.
All right, well, in summing up, how would you do that? Give us, if you could give us your philosophy.
Through rap music.
But what comes
That's
next?
that's the only way I can do it. I don't have a news station, I don't have a newspaper, and I don't have a radio station. So only way I could do it through rap music. What I have to do is break down all these hopes. See, what happens is America teaches us to want, but only throws us crumbs. And then they get mad when we fight over the crumbs.
Well, I guess what people have been asking and what I'm asking is what comes next. You lay it out there and you let people know why you're angry and what the problems are, and then what do you expect to happen?
I expect people to wake up, to people to second guess the system. The system, and the reason why you hear a lot of black kids talking about the system, how are they going to help us out the situation when they put us in the situation? So when I talk about the system, I want people to second guess it, second think it, and take up actions that if they see that the system is failing them, take up actions.
Thank you.
This is not a physical revolution, it's a mind revolution.
Thank you, Ice Cube, man
Thank you.
of rage. Thank you. Stay tuned next for comedian Dennis Leary.